Okay, now we head to our first of our final race stops here at Wackersdorf for the first day of this is effectively the halfway point of the season for Micromax drivers out on circuit. Let's have a look at the grid. Maximilian Pilch starts on pole position ahead of Gabriel Hoffmann from Nies Racing. Niklas Casari and Tom Heger round out the top two race numbers for them, 11, 92, 12 and 88 respectively. Kenyon Washington in the fifth place. He is ahead of Janssen in the 31. Oleg Lalentin and Alexander Klugel in the 80 round out the small bows, with Matthias Schulte, Marlon Di Salvo in the 23. And Matthias Schulte in the 50 completing the top 10. Rounding out the 13 strong, Maxime Becker in the 55, Chris Alakos in the 27, and Leopold in the 13 at the order. Some great battling from the Micromax drivers all the way today, and I'm sure it will continue in race number 3. So it's Pilch, Hoffmann, Sarino, Reger, Washington, Janssen, Glan, Klugel, Di Salvo and Schulte. That is top 10. They come round turn 12. As the drivers now very tightly put ahead of their third and final start here in June. Through turn 13 as they exit the final corner, they start to split, head into the tram lines. Revs rise, lights go out, let's race. It's a good start already by the front, Pilch and Hoffmann, line astern. Now, as that's going to be a very audacious move if you're going to try and go for in the early phase, going through turn 4. I think that's been Casarino that has already made the move up into third place. Washington looks to fourth. It's Bodeglan is ahead of Reger, who completes the top 6, and not too far will be Noyans in the 31. They negotiate the chicane for the first time. It's the close on Matthew Pilch, as it's definitely there's drivers trying to do their best. Oleg Lan looked to move up the inside of Kenyon Washington past Noah Janssen. Did the same on Oleg Lan. A lot of changes could happen very, very shortly. Micro and Minimax, they might be the youngest competitors on the grid. They definitely do not lack passion. Any passion or enthusiasm whatsoever to go racing. Is up the inside as Hoffmann on Maximilian Pilch to take lead on lap 2 through turn 4. Casarino looks to have kept third place as Kenyon Washington goes upside of Oleg Glan. Gets compromised coming out on the apex, and that's to Tom Reger as Noah Janssen trying to go around the outside of the 14. That was not going to work at all, and that's put him straight in path of the number 3, Marlon Dalvo. So that has completely pushed a lot of things. As now Washington fancies a chance of going past Pilch, who's in turn trying to get past Gail Hoffmann. Come through the final corner, it's a slipstream fest coming through turn 14. As Washington is on the defensive. So Hoffmann still leads ahead of Pilch. Looks like Oleg Glan up into third place ahead of Niklas Carino. Tom Reger is in 5th ahead of Kenyon Washington. Noyan rounds out the top 7. Washington now being open up the inside by Noah Janssen as Watkin tries to get the switch back. Janssen quickly closed the gap off. It's done the same, but Washington get bigger switch back through on to through onto the first through turn 12. Top now starting to break away. And Pilj and Hoffman side-by-side into turn 3. Oh, Iglan trying to go up the inside. He mugs the pair of them going through and 4. And that allows Niklas Casarino to stick his nose in. But Casarino not able to capitalise. But Oleg Glan knows up the inside of Maximilian Pilj. Through turns to take the lead. Hoffman trying to go outside through turn 7. That was never going to work in a month of size, and there was no gap there even to think about. So Oleg now leads the race. Maximilian Pilj, Gabriel Hoffman, Niklas Casarino, Tom Heger ran at the top 5 places. As Heger looking towards the Casarino through into turn 12, the 88 goes up high, makes the move through. Casarino on to counter-attack instantly, as we have seen with some drivers. Now we come round, Liglan now goes back into second position behind the UK. Gabriel Hoffman in third, just behind the number 18. Is again, what is Oleg Glan doing? He's going around the inside. That's going to open for Gabriel Hoffman to get up the inside. And to the outside of turn 4, that makes him ride. Hoffman get past. Casarino gets brought back into the from Heger. And looks like 3-second penalty, and it's gone to the number 88 of Tom Heger, who's had wheels outside of the tram lines start phase, and that's a 3-second penalty for the 88, and that will drop him, I think, pretty much to the back of the field. The way things are going at the moment, the drivers are pretty much covered by quite a lot of distance. That will to around about 11th position. The end of it, as it transpires, is now Casarino trying to get on level pegging terms with Tom Heger. Has to go in behind the 88 as they come round to complete that point with just over 4 minutes to go. Pilj leads. Orlan in second. And again, the number 8 trying to go towards the outside to get the cut through to turn 4, and he does it again. That's just tactically a brilliant move, because the faster pace of the outspacing line to try and get through. Oh, we've had one go off into the pits and another one spin off as well, just off of number 5. So that's 2 drifts there, and one of them is the 23 of Marlon Salvo. There's also a driver just behind that might have been, whether that's Maxime Becker. Just keep in mind, because the rest of it's all scrabbling all over each other in a minute. So Hoffman now up into now. The biggest thing to note is that this has really changed things. Just keep mind. So the drivers now come across the line. Looks like Oleg is leading. And this is Maximilian Pilj is now in what is effectively 6th position. And when we get across the start-finish now, Gabriel Hoffman takes the lead from Oleg. Heger looking feisty. Casarino thinks he's got an opportunity here as Jansen. Oh, now there was a bit of a sideways movement from Oleg Glan's car. I'm not too sure if there was a slight nudging there. He's still third for the minute. So Hoffman leads. Heger is in second, but effectively Oleg Glan is in second position because of Heger's 2 wheels outside of the corridor. Side of the tram lines. 2 minutes and 18 still to go, and everyone is clogged up a little bit. Just keeping place on what's been happening between the top 7. 7 recovered by 2 seconds on that last lap. Heger will go for the lead. He's going to try and do it. He's got the inside of Hoffman into the lead. Heger. Oleg Glan now starts to come back in and starts fighting away with Gabriel Hoffman through turn 5 as Hoffman takes the lead up the inside, neatly done by 85 through turn 6. As now there is so many changes, as it looks like Kenya is going to get a real good run on Maxime going through the turn 9-10 chicane. No, that's the number, well, that's number 15. Matthias Schulte. So Kenya Washington's dropped to 9th place as Schulte flying up the inside of Maxime Becker. Niklas Casarino is ahead of Maximilian Pilj around the top 6 positions. So at around about a 58.5-second lap to Alexander Kluge to set the fastest lap. So he's currently in 10th place at the minute. So Hoffmann leads from Reja. Hansen, Oleg Land up the inside, through past him. Oh my goodness me, Oleg Land managed to get up the inside of Noah Janssen, but Janssen had them going through the inside of the apex turn 4. So is definitely trying to get truly stuck in. They're all not giving each other an order whatsoever. As now the two leaders to break away. 37 seconds on the clock to go, plus 1 lap. This will give them any chances. Oh, off Harris goes Oleg Land off of turn 12. That was 3 abreast between 3 drivers. Max Pilch was on the outside. Noah Janssen was in the middle, as it's nearly 3 going through into turn 13. Oh my goodness me. That is not that, and they're going to be Linus. It's like drag racing, the Fast and the Furious. Only you've got 3 people drag strip, and one of them is Casahino. The other one is Kenyon Washington. Elias Schulte is the other person. So drama for Oleg Land, who drops down to what is effectively now 11th position. Tom Hedger might be leading, but well, he's not leading anymore because it looks like Gabriel Hoff got back past. 0 on the clock. This is the penultimate lap of the race and of the day for our drivers. Hedger will fight, but the thing is that how much has he got between him and the rest behind? Probably not as much as might be considered, because the way that things are, Red will end up round about in 8th place at the end of it all. Final lap wall for Rose. So Hoffmann leads by 2:10 on Tom Hedger, who thinks he's won the victory, but he'll find out afterwards what transpires. Now he goes up the inside 3 and 4 to retake the lead. Out on the field, that is, not in terms of what the actual result will be. Maximilian now ahead of Noah Janssen. It's Maxime Becker, Niklas Kassa, Kenyon Washington in 7th, Matthias Schultz in 8th place. As that's a real good run, just seen from Noah Janssen on Maximilian Pirich, heading into turns 9 and 10. As we go into the first and 2 half. Oh, up the inside goes Gabriel Hoffmann. And Tom Hedger has no other alternative but to keep it pinned round the outside of the court, give enough room, so at least none of them come to blows. This is where it really, really changes now. Hedger will be demoted 3 seconds back as Gabriel Hoffmann takes win and punches the air with the hand. Signs of duration from multiple drivers there. Maximilian Pitt, Maxime Becker, among others. But with the way it stands, so just wait for the likes of Alexander Kluge and everyone else to come across the line. 3-second penalty. Tom Hedger will be demoted from 2nd to 8th place. Maximilian Pilch will be runner-up in race ahead of Noah Janssen, Maxime Becker, Niklas Casarino, Schulte, and then also Tom Hedger. I believe. Well, Tom Hedger with a 3-second penalty will actually ahead, so he'll be 7th. Alec Kluge, Mike Salvo, Oleg Land, Christos Malako, and Leopold Jules rounding out the drivers, and managed to get to the checkered flag after 11 laps of racing.